Tonight, from CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington, it's Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. We'll see Deshaun Watson and the Seattle Seahawks taking on Jared Goff and the New England Patriots.
We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Charles, you look at this Seahawks team as they get ready here. They come in off a loss in the opener last week. That one was on the road. Now they get their first taste here of home cooking.
And what they're hoping to do is feed off the energy of the home crowd. Great tailgate, great fan support. Let's see if they can put it to good use.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Patriots, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. Leading them out, their two-time Pro Bowl quarterback in his 4th season now from Clemson, Deshaun Watson.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the
To throw on second is Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. So here are the Patriots now in excellent field position to start things out. They'll be led out by the first overall selection of the 2016 draft. From Cal, it's Jared Goff.
I love this guy's makeup. He is not afraid to fail. He attacks on just about every snap. Wants to throw the football downfield first. He'll throw it short if he has to. But bottom line, he wants to put a lot of pressure on the defense with his arm.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Golden Tate, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Pats have taken the early lead. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they scored in opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents, we've got to really be ready on defense because these guys know how to put the ball in the end zone.
You think they can keep piling on the points like this?
I think they can if they're prepared to adjust and adapt because they won't see the same defenses week in and week out.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
At their own 25.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10.
Screen! Watch the screen!
reception. He'll look to throw. The intended target there was Jason Kroon, but it's going to be second down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
At the 43-yard
You had to figure they'd try and get the ball to Julio early, and they did it right there. And it doesn't take a degree from MIT to know that, so you had to figure, what's up with the defense? You should know that that's coming right away.
And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Another Seahawks.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
It's a loss of 2.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, it's exactly what you're looking for.
Second down now. It's Coleman. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Watson now to throw. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
Fletcher Cox. A loss of 7.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Back deep, Golden Tate. Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Yeah, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. And they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights on in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
First down throw, gone. Caught right side, Tate. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line.
Complete to
Big play
Golden
there
Tate.
for New England.
It's a gain of
48 yards.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he stopped immediately there.
On the carry.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Merciless.
Quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action on them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 16 yards, a first down.
First down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Goff now looking to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. A.J. Green,
New England.
his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
That's good.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Jared Cook, his Pro Bowl tight end, was the target. And now it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman.
Watson's pass.
Certainly not what they wanted there. No gain, and it's 4th down.
No gain on the play.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
Here's Braden Mann now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. On the return, it's Tate. Fancy footwork at the 45. Golden Tate's gonna go. Booyah! And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. That'll go down as an 84-yard punt return. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
When you got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach. But it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they miss hit the ball and kick it right to him.
Makes the score.
Tucker with the extra point. 21-0 our score after 1.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Coleman now. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
That's good.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Seattle.
Good pickup there, 21 yards.
First and 10.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball, let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time, they get into it the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout, Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Now this one complete on the slant route. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a gain of 8.
Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Now the 3rd-year man from San Diego State, Rashad Penny. And it was a stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. It's a first down following a gain of 3-yard line.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Here's Coleman. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Watson. Got the connection here to Bourne.
Watson's pass.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. A shotgun snap for Watson. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Fletcher Cox, his 2nd sack of the night.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Matt Prater on for the field goal. A 50-yard attempt.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. Well, it's no secret. That's why they have him return punts. He has the capability to take them back, and he did so there. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. I have a theory about it.
Patriots take over first and 10.
They are more athletic now than ever before about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their history. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Now it's gone. His throw incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. That'll bring him second down.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
37 yards.
Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Here's Goff. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Goff throwing again. This is caught. Gronkowski. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A.J. Green. Touchdown. 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Patriots add on to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Tucker now for the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Tevin Coleman and the rest of the offense making their way back out. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about him.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
And he gets this one to Ridley complete. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. To throw again on 2nd down. Watson. Open man is Moore. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Coleman has it here right side. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. They'll drop this down to Coleman. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Well, it certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. On the right hash, officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin our tour up at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, where you see the final score there. 38-0. Whoa! That's your final? From there, we're off to check out another game. And they were losers in that one to the visiting New York Giants. 28-21, the final score. And lastly, Monday Night Football has a good one lined up between the New Orleans Saints and the Las Vegas Raiders. In the game you're watching, it was Jared Goff with a strong first half. His 3 touchdown passes have his guys out in front, as we hand things back over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Matt Prater.
So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble, bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. So Jared Goff, he is the focus of our player spotlight. He's enjoying a great deal of success. His team is also enjoying a great deal of success.
Yeah, he's got that nice little, what I call the QB lean going right now. Do you see that little stroll that he's got
swagger
going? Yeah, he's definitely got that. You see him throwing the football, this nice little video. He's seeing that in his head as well because he wants more of that to happen. So anytime you see him that relaxed, that comfortable, usually it's a big thumbs up for his team.
And it's been a big highlight day for him. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory. But also what they were saying is, don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. Back to the air. Goff on second down. Open man, Gronkowski complete. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
First down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Gone. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Unable to get it to Gronkowski that time. And second down.
Looks like they went for the combo plate there. A nice ample gain on the ground on the previous play. Going for the big shot on that one unsuccessfully.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Goff now looks to throw. Green with a catch left side. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
First and goal.
Give him 30 yards there.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. It's been an easy day for them.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. On 1st and goal, Gurley. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They are really new.
And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score.
Touchdown, New England.
Todd Gurley taking it in as his guys continue to pour it on. And certainly some credit there for that touchdown goes to the offensive line.
They never get the credit they deserve in the stat sheet, but they are the reason that they got the points. Excellent job up front, clearing the way for the score.
Tucker now to add the point after.
For the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's finished off by a Todd Gurley touchdown run.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is DJ Reed returning. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away. Try and get after it early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Second and a young.
They'd love to just strike out with a touchdown right here. If it's a long play, so be it. But main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath.
A loose football. Coleman lost it, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
A gain of 12.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard, Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. I'm coming, baby, I'm coming, baby.
They run. It's Gurley.
Goff
Sean Robinson there on the stop.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Mike 50, Mike 50.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Todd Gurley, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Patriots.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
Good luck.
he's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Seahawks take back over. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word. I just can't use it.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
35-yard line.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Right back to Coleman here on first down. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Kevin Pierre-Louis.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Watson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Intended
Into
for
the second half
Jared
now,
Goff.
this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Tate to return it. Able to slip it by. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Patriots take over. Todd Gurley in the offense. They get set and trot back out there now. He's toppled the century mark already, receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they're bringing back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some. It's caught inside the 25.
Showtime today.
All the way in. Touchdown, New England. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff. And this offense continues to pour it on. We've seen that a time or two over the years from A.J. Green, long, explosive touchdown catches.
And he is so good at playing the ball in the air and going over the top of people to make catches. matches. I think his teammates call it playing a little bit of hoops or playing above the rim. He's fantastic at it and continues to get better as his career progresses.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drive should deserve to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and try more of that.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 14 on the play, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back now in Seattle, Washington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Down, Watson. That'll be complete to Cook. They'll contain him to just 4 on 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42. Watson looks to throw again. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge.
7-yard loss. Brings up
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? From the gun, Watson. And that's going to be incomplete.
Watson.
The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
41-yard line.
Here's A.J. Green as he gets set to go again on offense. So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL except applaud and continue to hope you see a little bit more of this. What a tremendous game.
You want to start a new tradition? What can we throw on the field?
I don't know.
Throw your mic out there.
A lot of fans would like that. Cut his mic off.
3 touchdowns so far. Start the drive, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 30 yards.
1st down.
Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
35's the mic. Hold on. Check. Check nickel. Hey, 5. Check hot.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Gurley, the ball carrier.
And I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Again, they run with Gurley. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 yards on the play, first down.
At the 12-yard line.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Everyone got four. Four down.
Now gone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Incomplete.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Lost man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
So Goff will lead his guys up to the line to go for the two-point conversion. To throw is Goff. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
Seahawks 3.
You ain't gonna burn me.
Well, this is something that Pete Carroll should be pretty well familiar with. Remember when he told Jim Harbaugh after losing a ball game and Harbaugh went for 2 late against him, hey, what's your deal? It's the same situation here. Now, I'd kick the extra point, but I am reminded that plenty of coaches feel like it's not their job to worry about the other team. It's their job to worry about their own team. You have to stop us.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
You have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
They'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, first down Seahawks. Offense for them has been at a premium. Plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
To Jared Cook.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Now we'll throw here on second down, and that's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 39. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
When you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage and can often throw it over your head.
The second down attempt there, knocked down as it leaves the cornerback's hand, and it's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. And he's taken down inside the 30. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Forced out to his left. Some strong running at the 20. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Complete to Jared Cook. A 7-yard pickup.
For the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's all...
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Aaron Donald just so strong they can't block him, and he records the sack.
Tonight's final score, Patriots
Offensive explosion leading them to victory, and the defensive guys are just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Pats, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Las Vegas Raiders. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they'll drop to 0-2. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Dallas Cowboys. And for Charles Davis,